Long ago, in a small village nestled between the rolling hills and dense forests of East Africa, there lived a young woman named Adia. Adia was known throughout the village for her kindness, her radiant smile, and her skill in weaving the most beautiful baskets. She was married to a gentle and hard-working man named Jabari, who adored her deeply. However, Adia's life was not without its challenges, for she had a mother-in-law named Zawadi, who was as cruel as she was cunning. Zawadi had never approved of her son's marriage to Adia. She had hoped Jabari would marry a woman from a wealthier family, one who could bring more prestige to their household. From the moment Adia entered their home, Zawadi made it her mission to make the young woman's life miserable. She criticized Adia's cooking, mocked her weaving, and spread rumors about her in the village. But Adia, ever patient and respectful, endured it all, hoping that one day Zawadi's heart would soften. One day, Zawadi decided she could no longer bear the sight of Adia. She concocted a wicked plan to rid herself of her daughter-in-law once and for all. She called Adia to her hut and said, "Adia, my dear, I have been feeling unwell lately. The healer in the next village has told me that the only cure for my ailment is a special herb that grows deep in the forest. You must go and fetch it for me." Adia, ever dutiful, agreed without hesitation. She packed a small bag with food and water and set off into the forest. The forest was a place of mystery and danger, filled with wild animals and spirits, but Adia was determined to help her mother-in-law. She walked for hours, following Zawadi's vague directions, until she came to a clearing where a tall, ancient baobab tree stood. Beneath the tree sat an old woman with skin as wrinkled as the bark of the baobab and eyes that sparkled with wisdom. The old woman called out to Adia, "Child, why do you wander so far into the forest alone?" Adia bowed respectfully and explained her mission. The old woman listened carefully, then shook her head. "You have been deceived, my child. The herb you seek does not exist. Your mother-in-law has sent you here hoping you would be lost forever." Adia's heart sank, but the old woman continued, "Do not despair. I will help you, but you must promise to heed my advice. Take this gourd filled with magic water. When you return home, sprinkle a few drops on your mother-in-law's food. It will reveal her true intentions." Adia thanked the old woman and made her way back to the village. When she arrived, Zawadi was furious to see her alive and well. "Where is the herb?" she demanded. Adia replied calmly, "I could not find it, mother, but I brought you this special water to drink. It will surely cure your ailment." Zawadi, suspicious but eager to see Adia fail, took the gourd and poured the water into her evening meal. As soon as she took a bite, her face twisted in horror. She began to cough and choke, and before Adia's eyes, Zawadi transformed into a hyena. The villagers, hearing the commotion, rushed to the hut and saw the hyena snarling and snapping at Adia. The village elder, a wise man named Mosi, stepped forward and said, "This is no ordinary hyena. It is Zawadi, transformed by her own wickedness. She sought to harm Adia, but the spirits of the forest have punished her." From that day on, Zawadi roamed the forest as a hyena, forever shunned by the village. Adia and Jabari lived happily, and Adia's kindness and patience became legendary. The villagers often told the story of the wicked mother-in-law as a reminder that cruelty and deceit will always be met with justice.